One important step with your Banneton basket is to make sure that it is seasoned before you use it so it is non-stick and that your dough does not get stuck in it after you shape it and put it in there for its second proofing. You're going to need some water and some rice flour. If you don't have access to rice flour, you can use unbleached all-purpose flour too. That's fine. I just think that rice flour is the best option for this. And I am using a flour sack towel. You can also use a clean tea towel, and I am just dampening the inside of the basket liner here. You can also use a spray bottle to evenly mist the basket and the Banneton liner as best you can. You don't want it to be sopping wet. You just want it to be moist thoroughly so that the flour is going to stick to it when we sprinkle it over the top. That way it ensures an even coverage of the flour on the Banneton basket. Once your liner is fully dampened, you are going to use your flour and sprinkle it over the top. I'm just using a spoon to get it all over the top of the liner here, but you can also use a flour duster if you prefer to sprinkle evenly. But we are also going to make sure that it is going to be covered all over the surface of this liner. You can toss it around like this just to make sure that you get every part so that there's not going to be any spots that are going to get stuck to your dough when it is in there proofing. And from here, we are just going to shake off the excess flour. You don't need a whole bunch of extra in there. And then we are going to let this air dry on the counter completely until it is not moist anymore. And at that point, it is going to be ready to use for your dough. And you're going to be able to proof it in there in the fridge or on the counter, and make sure to let it air dry completely again before storing away.